Hi, Julie here for another child abuse video. This one's another short. It's going to be some myths and facts about child abuse and neglect. Myth: it's only abuse if it's violent. Fact: physical abuse is just one type of child abuse. Child neglect or sexual and emotional abuse can inflict just as much damage. Since the signs are not always as obvious, other people may be less likely to intervene. Myth: only bad people abuse their children. Fact: not all abusive parents or guardians intentionally harm their children. Many have been victims of abuse themselves and don't know any other way to parent. Others may be struggling with mental health issues or substance abuse problems. And I can tell you, as a guardian ad litem volunteer, many of my cases, as a matter of fact, most of my cases are due to substance abuse. And you just see this cycle of abuse over and over. The children have parents who were abused, who's had parents, their parents were abused. So it's just this ongoing cycle. Myth: abuse doesn't happen in good families. Abuse and neglect doesn't only happen in poor families or bad neighborhoods. These behaviors, excuse me, these behaviors cross all racial, economic, and cultural lines. Sometimes families who seem to have it all from the outside are hiding a very different story behind closed doors. And I'll tell you, in different instances such as trafficking and stuff, you can see this person that you would never dream of that would harm a child, and they harm a child. So anybody is can do it. I mean, people you just never suspect. Moving on. Myth: most child abusers are strangers. While abuse by strangers does happen, most abusers are family members or others close to the family. And the last one we're going to talk about tonight: myth: abused children always grow up to be abusers. Fact: it is true that abused children are more likely to repeat the cycle as adults, unconsciously repeating all that they experienced as children. On the other hand, many adult survivors of child abuse have a strong motivation to protect their children against what they went through and became excellent parents. So, yes, a high number goes on to abuse, but I'm sorry, it's been a long day. But so many are determined not to make the same mistakes that their parents made. So you can't judge a book by its cover. Just because it happened to them doesn't mean they're going to go on to repeat the violence. And that's it for this short. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great night.